We have to chalk it up. Car's too high.
This thing is huge.
The good thing about having Leon is that he's actually a qualified mechanic. Now go and make some money because we need to pay for all this.
No, I'm going part-time now. This is too stressful.
Good morning, welcome back to another episode of Journey Unknown. Thanks again for tuning in.
I'm Laura, this is Troy. If you're new to our channel, this is something that we have done so many times before, actually twice before. This is our third time that we are going to get
Safe to Tow to come and weigh our caravan professionally. I
Yes.
think he's become part of the furniture.
He has, and he's got a Vizsla, so he's definitely part of the family.
Yeah.
So we have just picked up our new caravan. Literally yesterday we drove it back to the factory here.
Well, today's the day. Today's the day where we actually finally get our caravan.
A photo? Quick jump on in.
Quick photo. She's all done. It's all complete. I'm going to give you a quick look at how she looks right now. If you didn't come to the Melbourne Caravan Show, you weren't able to see this. I'll give you a quick glimpse before we tow it away, and then we'll do a full rundown on another day. So here it is. The boys have done an unbelievable job getting this right. There she is. I'm not used to doing this. We're gonna have to chalk this up. We have to chalk it up. The car's too high. Oh, unless we use the airbags on the van, might lift it. Reckon? All right, let's see if the airbag's gonna lift this thing a bit. Oh, that's a bit special. Has that worked? Nah, we're gonna have to. We've got a problem because the van used to have hooks. Those what hooks? What were they called? Them. Anyway, the towing hooks that you used to have, the 4-ton towing hooks. We don't have shackles with us, so this van's not going anywhere until we get shackles.
Oh.
You shackling me?
I know what you're saying. So the old van had the
Morby, that's it. Yeah.
hooks that just clipped
on.
onto them.
That's why we don't have shackles.
Leon, we need some Morby hooks tomorrow.
Leon from Safe to Tow, you know exactly what we're talking about. So we've got these couplings onto those couplings, and that doesn't work. Anyway, we're going to see if we can steal from Peter to pay Paul, and then take it off another caravan, and then we'll post them back, because we need to get on the road. It's all systems go.
Be a nightmare.
Yeah.
This thing is huge, and it's really going to test my capabilities.
Come on, darling, I'm sure you got it in you. You're the towing queen.
And then reversing it into the factory.
Easy. I can direct you from the passenger seat.
With the UHF.
Yeah, breaker. You got a copy, darling?
I've got a copy, hubby.
Anyway, the van looks good. We are wrapped in it. Bloody wrapped. Like anything, you've got to do your little touches to it. So we'll take it back. We'll put it in the factory. We're going to test everything. Fix all these little issues like this up. So we're right to go and tow out into the real world.
Got to put the Safety Dave camera on too.
Yeah.
And it's a new bloody cord. So you can't even use the one that we've got in the van.
Yeah, they've changed the connection to the rear of the car, so that's another thing that we'll look into and get that fixed. But all in all, she's all go. We put some fans in here too, because this is where the battery setup is. And these inverters, they're 180 amp hour of charge, so they get quite warm, so you want plenty of airflow in there. So we've come up with the idea of put some fans in. Yeah, that's about it. That's all we can tell you at this stage. We'll check back in once we're inside the van.
We're back at the factory and now it's time to get it through the doors.
We think getting Safe to Tow to come in and weigh it, especially with the amount of kilometres that we do, we want to get it right, and we want to make sure we're in our weight limits and everything like that. So.
Absolutely. And this is a much heavier van, so we've actually moved to a 4.5 tonne hitch. So this is quite quite extreme to us. And as Troy said, that it did get weighed at the factory, and we do have the factory plate on there, but since bringing it home, we've already made one modification.
Yeah, we've removed a little bit of weight. We're not going to have a generator, so we removed the generator slide, just some little things, just to, it all adds up, you know. So that's an extra slab of beer to put in the car. These are the things you got to think about, boys and girls.
So Leon is so kind enough to come here to our factory and weigh the car and Caravan for us. We're going to start with just getting the tear weight done first on the Caravan, and then if you see behind us, we've got a hell of a lot of stuff to put back in the van and see what it's all going to weigh when we carry all of our stuff.
And our situation is a little bit different, where we have to then get our Caravan registered through Ballarat City Caravans.
Yeah, because we bought the Caravan directly from the factory. So currently it's unregistered, and if you're wondering how did we get it home, we've got an unregistered trailer plate for 28 days. So we do have some time up our sleeve.
Which costs about $27 or something.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Pretty cheap.
But this will stay here until we get everything sorted, and then we'll be on the road.
And you're also probably wondering, well, hang on a minute, Troy got the GVM done, or Troy and Laura got the GVM done on the Land Cruiser, which is 4,200 kilo with a 7,700 GCM as well. So and they didn't have towing upgrades at that particular time. So I've gone down to Lovells and they've increased the tow upgrade to 4 tonne. And I tell you what, that hurt, because it costs.
It did, it cost a lot, and it only increased our GCM by 100 kilos. So if you saw the episode where we landed from our honeymoon and we went straight to Great Aussie to look at our Caravan, that's when we decided we may need to upgrade our tow hitch, because this monstrosity behind us is going to be a little bit heavier than we thought.
I wouldn't call it a monstrosity. I'd call it a...
Wait till you tow it.
I'd call it a bit of beauty.
The Taj Mahal. Anyway.
We've got a big day ahead of us. Strap yourselves in. Hope you enjoy the episode. If you do, please like, subscribe, share to your friends, and we'll see you right about now.
So this is Leon. Say g'day, Leon.
Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for joining again.
You're very common to our channel.
Part of the furniture, like you said.
You are. You got all your gear here.
Alright. It's all hitched up, yeah?
It's all hitched up.
The good thing about having Leon is that he's actually a qualified mechanic, and so he knows a thing or two about what's right and what's wrong. So if you've got any little questions, like that handbrake, it just didn't feel right. It pulled up way too easily. Yeah. So whilst he's weighing, he's adjusting at the same time. And I believe you do GVMs.
Yep, GVM upgrades, airbags.
And wheel alignments?
Wheel alignments, Caravans.
We'll have to go to his place and get a wheel alignment done. Another thing to do when you get your new Caravan.
Exactly.
Oh, if you saw what we went through yesterday, it was it was pretty much challenging.
It's natural.
But anyway, let's get into this way.
That's it. Well, look at this system, it's so simple.
Yeah. So simple. I can't get the thing in.
You gotta push down.
There we go.
And that tongue was 120 bucks.
Which tongue?
That.
For the 4.5.
Oh,
This part.
the ball.
This part.
Oh, that bit there. Okay.
Yeah. So I've got a 3.5 ton one.
Yeah.
But the
but
pin weight.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
a 70 mil.
Of course. Oh, that's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. All the way, please.
So already one thing Leon has picked up is our tongue was on these two, so just one below, and he has moved this right up to the top to make it easier to hitch up.
Perfect.
Moment of truth.
All right, the Caravan is full of stuff. The toolbox is full of the barbecue and anything else that we need. Troy's just driving it onto the scales to get the final reading. We've got no groceries, we've got no clothes, we've got no
Bit more, Troy.
no kitchenware, nothing.
That's it. Too much, mate. Go forward.
Go forward. Yep.
That's it.
So we've really only got our bedding and some decorative stuff in there, but Troy's put all of the outdoor gear in. So in terms of what he wants to take, that's all in there. I got to go to work, so it's all a bit stressful, hot and sweaty, and just running around like a mad woman. I just want to see what the final weight is. Just got to get it level again, and then we'll do the final weigh. The water tanks are full. We just don't have it completely packed, but we just want to get an idea of what payload we've got left.
37.96.
37.96.
Happy with that?
Oh, 37.
37,
Yeah.
so we've got 210 of payload.
Tow ball weight's 339. Okay.
Which is 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's or thereabouts.
Yeah.
But I'm not concerned about the tow ball weight at that at 339.
So we've got fully loaded water, most of our stuff in there. The only other thing that we need is groceries and clothes.
Yeah.
So we've got a payload of 210.
Utensils.
Remaining, let's say 203 kilos
Yeah.
remaining.
So if we dump
We're
one
gonna-
tank, then we've got
Yeah, that's
some
it.
free.
That's 100 kilos.
Yeah.
You probably want to dump one of the front tanks.
Stop.
Just because if you dump that back tank,
Yeah.
the tow ball, listen, not that the car can't handle it, you've got the 4.2 upgrade, but the tow ball weight will go up significantly.
Yeah.
So I'd probably just drop one of the front ones
Yeah.
and then just travel with one back, one front, and you'd be right.
It makes sense, because if you're somewhere remote, for instance, say Exmouth, and you're driving out to the Ningaloo, you're going to be fine to have 3 water tanks full.
Correct.
It's not like you're driving highway.
Correct.
All right, I'll leave you two to it.
Winner. Now go and make some money, because we need to pay for all this.
No, I'm going part-time now. This is too stressful.
All right, the time's come. We've got the final figures in. How's it looking, Leon?
So, excuse the screen first of all. The vehicle came in actually really well. So the overall weight of the car with the Caravan hitch was 3392, which gives Laura and Troy 808 kilos to spare, payload wise. Also, the rear axle was 2042, and your limit is 24. So you've still got the ability to utilise a lot of that 800 kilos without exceeding your rear axle load.
Yep. And you did suggest to put some bags in the back.
Yeah, so we're getting to the next section. We noticed that the rear sag of the vehicle was 55 mil when the Caravan was hitched to it. So with a tow ball weight of, I think it was 339, yeah, it does sag a little bit too much for my liking. So yeah, I definitely recommend putting a set of bags in the back just to mitigate that sag, because it's also it's dropping the front of the Caravan a significant amount, which is also leading to the front axle being a little bit overloaded compared to the rear. So that will fix everything. The weight distribution was pretty good. Now Laura wasn't in the car, which is why this side of the car is a little bit lighter. Hence is why you can see that difference in the weights. So once she's in the car, that should balance out a lot more. Rear was spot on, okay, about 40 kilo difference. Then the Caravan came in at 3797, tow ball weight 339, which is 9%, so it's spot on. So you've got about 498 kilos worth of water, accessories, clothes, whatever else that you've got in there. Now, according to the compliance plate, you can load the van up to 4.5 tonne. However, you are limited to 4 tonne because of the Land Cruiser. So here it's saying that you've got a payload of 703, but that's if you're loading the van to 4.5.
Yep.
So with your vehicle, you just got to minus that 500 kilos, so you've got 203 to play with.
Yep.
Okay. And then the combination is 6,850, so you're well under there as well.
Perfect.
And then, yeah, weight distribution on the van from left to right is pretty good. The front was slightly, probably further out. However, there are some things in the Caravan that are, you know, significantly, like they're bolted there, so you can't really change that.
Yep.
But it's not any concern for my liking, based on it's only roughly 100 kilos, 90 kilos. I'm not too worried about that. And that's basically it, guys. You've done well. You managed to keep it under the 4 tonne mark, which is what we wanted. Ideally, it probably would have been a bit better. I think from what you guys are saying, you wanted the van to be a little bit lighter, but you can put some of the stuff, relocate some of the stuff from the van into the car now that you know you've got plenty of payload left over in the car. With
the GCM, we've got plenty of area to move.
Correct.
A lot of that stuff, like I've got a kayak in the van that weighs a little bit, that can go on the roof of the car. So yeah, I'm not concerned whatsoever. The other thing is that, you know, we're not always going to be traveling around with 3 full water tanks. So as long as you're mindful when you get your van weighed that you have options to move things around, drop some water if you need be. Yeah, you've got to have the options. Like, we're not over, which is the most important part. And the tow ball weight's within 10%. Yeah, happy with that, very happy.
You guys did well.
I think one other thing I'll mention as well is when you've got a van and you're building a van with airbag, suspension, there's a lot more weight in that. You've got lithium batteries. You've basically got all the bells and whistles, a lot of solar panels, you know, there's weight in that. So for that van to come in as it did is quite good. And I think a lot of that is to do with the Fibertech board that's used in the Caravan, so it's a lot lighter. And if we were to make this out of Alitech or something, we'd have quite a heavy van. Then you can change things like toolboxes. We didn't have to have the rear bar on this Caravan. We could have just had a normal tyre carrier. That's going to change a lot of weight, but also your front toolbox. So things add up, but very happy with those results. Leon actually works all around Victoria.
Yes, we
Yep.
do, yeah.
He can come to you, or you can go to, you've got a factory.
Feel free to
open.
come to us, or we'll come to you. Even if you've got any questions about, you know, purchasing a new van or anything like that, better ask the question before you start building the van. If you have anything you're not sure of, yeah, don't hesitate. Just please give us a call and we're happy to help.
Better off finding out early what sort of vehicle you need for what sort of van you're going to get.
Correct.
When you're building a Caravan, not even the manufacturer really knows what it's going to weigh. They've got a bit of an idea, but they don't know exactly what it's going to weigh. So until you get that van weighed professionally, you're not going to know where your starting point is.
It's really good advice.
All right, mate.
We're done.
We'll close it off. Thanks again for watching,
Thanks,
guys. Hit Leon up. He's a really good operator, honest family business. So if you can support him and reach out, that'd be awesome.
Thanks,
all right.
guys.
Bye for now.